Hello everyone. Yeah, probably it's recording. Hello everyone. Today is still not the aspect, but I'm still in Bulgaria. I have some time, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the video today. Just post it on Friday when the aspect is aspecting. Yeah. So today we have a very interesting one, and. The one today which we'll be talking about is Venus and Chiron in Aries. And like most of you know, like Venus is our value system, love, and Chiron is the wounded healer. And I absolutely love Chiron. My Chiron is in an unretic degree, 29 degree of Libra. So, especially in love, I am constantly misunderstood. And the good thing with Chiron is that, this is a wound which you understand, you're able to comprehend, you work through. Maybe it depends on the person if you're able to truly heal it or not. They say that around the 50th year you're able to work properly through it. But I think that with specifically with my Chiron in Libra, I think that the main thing happening there is it's not about being understood by others. It's rather understanding yourself and valuing yourself and creating the harmony for yourself. At least that's what I learned for the past 1 year. And I'm very close to the 30s now, so the closer I'm getting towards, just the 30th year. And I think this is the Chiron return back when you're back in the future. Oh my god, look at me! Back in the future! Yeah, anyway, so another thing is, I don't know if you guys know, but when I started reading tarot, I wasn't really good at seeing the good things. I was always really, I could see the darker, tougher things in just what is meant to come out. And that's why I got freaked out many years ago, because I saw something very, very dark. And yeah, my mom came home and I heard her. So for me, this was a moment of really being scared from Taryn, like, oh my god, I see bad things, did I create something bad? But then years later, I was like, oh, you know what, things are Gucci. But yeah, today I feel very, very confident. I feel very confident that I'm able to do this reading. And let's get on with it. Why did I hit my table? Soar with insight. Hello, group 1. Soar with insight. What I've done here is I have 2 oracles which will be giving me like the information, and this is the left side for me. I think this will be the right side for you guys. The left side for me will be just the beginning, and I have 3 different decks with 3 cards each, and tarots, and the ending of just the knowledge. Weave your medicine came up reversed. I will be taking reversals today. Very interesting. I feel like you, group 1, are aware of how you're aware of your trauma and that you're being affected. But where you stand now, especially with the aspect, I feel like you are not still aware of just how to heal yourself, and you might be quite young yet still, so you might need to work on it a little bit more. And maybe Friday, because I heard that it's not only just relationships, it's friendships and so it's possible that it could be a lot of things. But I'm gonna start so we can get to somewhere. Let's see what we got here. 8 of coins reversed. Knight of Wands and the Sun. And I'm not mad, but for me, I heard in my head, The sun is about a child, like being childlike, and we have the Knight of Wands here, and the Eight of Wands, and you might have this aspect like Chiron in Aries, and for me, Chiron in Aries is achieving things for yourself, and really like a Knight of Wands, pushing, going forward, not caring. And I feel like what has happened since childhood is you really have been struggling, even though you know that you must be like pushing, going forward. You're you can't be just like a child. Maybe you've had a tough childhood where you weren't allowed to do anything impulsive or else you'll be told off. And now, how things are progressing is that you understand, because you're with insight, you understand that your mission in this life is to really work through the motion of being impulsive, doing something which might seem a bit uncomfortable, might seem like you're doing something irrational, something with no explanation, something very risky, something childlike. But I feel like I'm not gonna say what I feel like. I'm just gonna go with the flow. Uh, let's see. The Lovers reversed. This was in the middle. So imagine your life. I don't know how old you are at the moment. Imagine your life like that part with the child is like the beginning of your life, and then now we're starting in the middle of your life. And I don't mean it in the sense how you will have it in the future. Rather, let's say I'm 28 at the moment. The third part of the tarot will be the last one, two, three, four, five, the third part of my life, ending up until now with the tarot. And yeah, so the middle Page of Wands and Eight of Cups. I feel like you had to learn that not making a decision, this is such a weird message, not making a decision at the end will lead yet again to an Eight of Cups, and having to still move forward from something which doesn't suit you anymore. And for me, this is more like the energy of I didn't want to leave, I didn't want to do anything risky, but at the end, I was still forced to look for a better opportunity for myself and to just leave something behind, which my heart didn't want to do that, but I was forced to. And sometimes Chiron does that. Sometimes Chiron does that because he's like, listen, you're not listening, you're not following what you should be doing. So, and especially if there are other aspects like Saturn or Pluto, they're just like, move. Hermit reversed. This is the third card, by the way. Chariot. Oh, I love this actually. And the Magician. Oh, great. I'm so happy for you guys. Although we have the With Your Medicine, we do have this new energy of the Chariot, the Magician, and the Hermit. And this is like major arcana. And the most important thing for me here is you're not thinking too much anymore. You're just like, you know what, I'm not gonna be introspecting into everything, I'm not just gonna be waiting on everything, I'm just gonna take charge and just make a decision. I wanna do something, I wanna go somewhere. And we do have the Weave Your Medicine reversed. So I don't think you truly understand why this aspect is happening for you. In a sense that you understand that you must be a little bit more impulsive, you understand that you must create things for yourself, opportunities for yourself, take charge in your life without thinking too much sometimes. But also, I don't think you understand why this is happening for you. And oftentimes, this might be because we need to take charge because others are, that's what I'm hearing. Sometimes we need to take charge because others are not able to take charge. And with Chiron in Aries, for example, we are meant to take charge in our discipline, in what we're good. That way we can be the leader which we're supposed to be, the person who's meant to be followed in that direction. But here I feel like you're just doing it because you feel like you have to, but you're not understanding why this is happening. You're not introspecting into that sense. You still have not come to the higher knowledge. But anyway, these are good cards. You're on the right path, you're on the right journey. Just look at Chiron in your natal chart and see where it is, and if it's making any aspect to any planets. For example, if it's Mercury, it affects your communication. If it's Venus, your love life and value system. If it's Saturn, discipline. So it can be many things. So double check if you know your chart. If not, go to an astrologer and ask specifically, because Chiron is very, very important. This is a wound which affects us from quite a long time in our life, and it gets triggered often, very often, because the moon is traveling, the sun is traveling, lots of things are traveling, and they're constantly like connecting with it and moving with it. And I'm seeing this very weird um, like spell from a game card, the game card, a game card game called Hearthstone, I think. And I don't remember the spell, but it was about, I don't know if it was even in Hearthstone, but it was a very interesting spell which allowed you to destroy a minion with no penalty or something. Or just to destroy it, but there could be penalties. I don't know. Go check with your professional astrologist. No, I never know which one is the correct one. And yeah, thank you, group 1. Group 2. Let's see. Oh, recognize your beauty. You might have Chiron in Chiron in Libra. And let's see, what are we ending with? This card, is it supposed to even be here? Yeah, it's supposed to be here. Give heartfelt thanks. All right. Well, first of all, what I can say is that from the beginning of your life, you didn't know about how beautiful you are, how magnetic you are, how amazing you are. And where you're headed, especially now with the aspect, I feel like you might be on the other side of the spectrum where you don't understand why that happened. Maybe you do understand why that happened, but it's more about now you might be a little bit more cocky about it. And I think this is a turkey. Yeah, turkey. And the card here is just like give heartfelt thanks. You might not really be thankful about just the whole journey. You might be like, oh, this was an awful journey. Let's see. King of Wands, reversed. Five of Wands. I heard a very interesting message already. The High Priestess. In the beginning of your life, you didn't understand what the problem with you was. Like, you were constantly comparing yourself, constantly trying to find a way to fit in. And it's like you knew deep inside of you that there was something more to you. But because of the competition, because of just like how things were and conflicts and others, you really didn't have a choice in it. And if you have a Chiron in Venus like me, Chiron in Venus, Chiron in Libra, I can tell you that everyone had boyfriends and girlfriends way early in their life, and I was like, oh my god, like, am I so bad? What's wrong with me? And even when I was in my late teens, uh, I tried to go into relationships, but because of the competition, and everyone was so already like boys had beards and they were rich or something, and I've had this for, and this is like not proper. Like I've had this for a year now, I think. So you can imagine that even though that I was engaged at 22, this was a miracle. Like someone actually was like, yeah, I'm taking this one. Um, so, and with the King of Wands, I don't think I think it's an internal process of you understanding your own value. You didn't know your own value. So if you were in my boat, hello. Oh my god. In the beginning of your life, oh, look at this, the devil. Definitely teens. Three of Cups. Three of Cups, correct? Yeah, Three of Cups. Yeah, definitely I can relate to this so much. And the Queen of Pentacles. Um, Parting, friendships, being put in third party situations, and constantly having to self evaluate and looking at your value and toxicity. And one of the things I heard is maybe, maybe if I have like a fun time with someone, maybe they'll choose me. maybe they will, maybe I will be the one who will be chosen. And not only that, but this energy here is like, it's not even about depending on where Chiron is for you. Take what resonates. This was a moment of you understanding that because the Queen of Pentacles is at the end. At one point, you were like, you know what? Even with the toxicity, even with me doing like the proper worst in my energy, I still didn't get what I need. So I'm just gonna focus on my money. I'm gonna focus on my progression. Oh my god, the dog is barking. So yeah, this was a very toxic discomfort period where you had to constantly burden yourself with just trying to be fun when in reality you just wanted to settle down. I can relate to this so much, oh my god. Um, and now, where you are at the moment, the Empress reversed, Six of Wands, Two of Cups. I'm happy that Two of Cups came up at the end. You still don't know your value, do you? We have the Six of Wands and the Empress, so you're beautiful. Na 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 na, it's true. I don't know. The Empress for me is recognizing how nurturing and how abundant you are, and especially with the Six of Wands. Like with the Six of Wands, you are victorious. You are. Um, People take notice of you. You know that. Like when you walk on the street, people do look side eye you. People do look at you, and maybe hearing Chiron in Leo. I don't know. You might have a problem with seeing yourself the way you truly should, but with the Two of Cups, I think like even if you don't value yourself enough, like people are still willing to comfort and to cup you, to love you. And we had this like give heartfelt thanks. Maybe you need to recognize like, yeah, I might have low self-esteem. I don't understand myself. I don't feel like I'm that good or anything. Um, I think you still need to give heartfelt thanks to those people who actually saw that in you, truly, without putting you in a position where you felt like you had to be something else. So the sun came up. So definitely for me, I think I'll need to consider saying that to few people, because yesterday evening I had chat with friends about just like my teens and how many boys I was talking to. Oh my god. And it's just, even back then there were some very nice boys. It's just that yeah, I don't think that I could recognize them back then for who they truly were. So if you're a boy who I was like hitting up back in the day, I'm sorry for being a bitch. Sorry. You're amazing. And also I have this guy who was the one who got away, so I'm like, he was a very good choice. All right, group 3. Hello. guard your space. From a very young age, you've had to guard your space. Oh, maybe you're the best group. Retrieve your destiny. Very nice. So, let's see. So from a very young age, you had to guard your own space about something. Let's see. Knight of Chalices reversed. Oh. Death reversed. Three of Swords reversed. I mean, I'm happy it's reversed, but I never like to see the Three of Swords. Even though this is like Libra energy. I feel like you really, maybe this is Chiron in Cancer, Chiron in Pisces, Chiron in Taurus. It's like you're constantly like you were healing someone else's trauma in love, and you couldn't change anything about it. And it's not like you even had a choice with the Nine of Cups here. So you had to you've had to guard your space from love because you didn't want to get heartbroken, because you saw how dreams are not fulfilled, and there is nothing which can be done about it. It's just you have to heal through that. So maybe you chose to never really want to experience that because you want to guard your energy, guard yourself from those experiences. Let's see, Daisy. And then in your middle of your life, Ace of Swords. Another Nine of Cups reversed. Six of Pentacles reversed. You understood something very important in the middle of your life. This is again associated with interesting energy. Because we have the Nine of Cups again. This is a continuation of this part. It's like without you choosing to create something, the universe can't give that to you. And not only that, but this can be something else as well. It's like you might have been in a situation where you wanted to create something, but only to take, or the other way around, to be taken advantage of. And you had to learn a harsh lesson with the Ace of Swords. Yeah, there was triumph. Yeah, you did learn the lesson, but it came from just someone probably taking advantage of you, or you taking advantage of others, and finding out that how do I say this? Reciprocity doesn't mean value. It's something totally different. And then where you are at the moment, Princess of Swords. Oh my god, the Fool. And Queen of Pentacles. I love this. I love this so much. You're learning about a whole new journey in your life. It's like you were reborn. Not reborn, rather, maybe you were reborn. You are like, you know what? I thought I knew everything, but I don't. And there is something very tangible which you're starting a journey for. And bear in mind, this is the Princess of Swords, so it's a whole new journey for you. I feel like that you're gonna end up in a very good place, in a very nice place, which it will be the Queen of Pentacles. And I don't want to say, like, I don't want to even, like, this can not just be love, this can be money, this can be education, this can be a lot of things. And it's just that at the end you're gonna end up on a whole new journey. I don't know if they're dancing or not, but I love the Fool here. A whole new journey of stability, nurturing energy. You might become a wife if that's something which you want, or a husband. Let's not Yeah. But it's something new. New in your head. And it's just retrieve your destiny. Oh, I'm so happy. You're the best group today. Yeah. Very, very, very nice. Very nice energy group 3. I thank you and everyone who stayed. And I wish you all a very pleasant, as much as possible, Chiron Venus conjunction. Bye.